You guys, I'm so excited to finally be seated here in this landscape format with you guys. So I just turned 26. My birthday was literally a few days ago. And I was thinking to myself, what are the things that I have learned so far as someone who can proudly say that they're 26 years old on this earth? And why not share that in a long form video with you guys? So this video, as you've already seen from the title, is titled 26 Things That I Have Learned as a woman who just 26 years old. I thought it'd be the perfect time to share 26 things that I have learned. Now, this video is going to be a mix of makeup, tea, life lessons, and all around sharing my thoughts with you guys. I'm super excited to have you guys here with me. Obviously subscribe, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it without further ado. One look and I breathe. One touch feels skinny. A picture perfect. Hi guys. I literally cannot believe that I am actually finally doing this. This is crazy to me, man. Screaming, shouting. Today is April 8th. My birthday was on the 5th of April and I turned 26. So I made a list of things that I have learned so far as a woman who is over 26 living in Nigeria, and I'm shooting content today. So if you don't know that, I'm actually a content creator. I feel like I should have said all these things in the beginning, but you know what? That's fine. I'm creating some fashion content for my 30 days fashion challenge on Instagram. Today I'm shooting about 5 or 6 looks. That's 5 or 6 videos basically, and I'm hoping to do my makeup, a makeup that will match all the outfits that I'm wearing. I'm going to be doing a smoky eye, black smoky eye look, and a blonde brow because I miss doing blonde brows. To be honest, on this page, never expect to see makeup that is normal, like those clean girl, those nude girl, those clean makeup look. You will never see it here because I am not that girl, right? I am chaos, I am unique, I am different. Those are the things you should be expecting on this channel. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. First thing I'm going to do is skin prep. Let's take off my glasses. I'm blind. Ooh, that's spinning. I like to do a tea tree toner. I like to do my toner first. I just had my bath, so my face is clean. But for that extra squeakiness and to give us a clean base to work with, I'm going to go in with my tea tree toner and a cotton pad and just use that to kind of wipe all over my face. I also have a mirror behind there so I can kind of see the camera because I'm hoping to repurpose this video for Instagram. So I want to like be back so that when I'm cutting, I can cut like this. If you understand me, if you know, you know. I'm just gonna let this dry a bit and then I'm going to go in with my serum, and after that we'll begin our makeup proper. So another thing you should know about me is that I am a creative. This is my job, this is what I do. I'm a multidisciplinary creative, which means I do a lot of things, right? So I'm a photographer, I'm a content creator, I'm a model, I own a fashion brand, and I own a party business. Those are some of the things that I do that I would like you to know so that you can kind of have an idea into who I am. I don't want to bore you. The toner is dried and I'm going to go in with this serum from Beauty Formulas. Is the hyaluronic acid serum. I use it a lot because I wanted to say I feel like I have dry skin. I know that I have dry skin, okay? I have like crazy dry skin. For my toners, I always prefer something that is moisturizing and hydrating so that I can make sure that I have all the moisture. So while we're here, before we go into like the 26 things properly, I want to talk about me, right? First of all, my name is Alexandra Obochi. Obochi is spelled Obochi. Just turned 26. I'm an Igbo woman. Like, I'm from Enugu State. I'm an Igbo woman. Being an Igbo woman is like a big part of my identity as a creative. But let's not get into that. I don't want to talk too much on that right now. Okay, so I'm an Igbo woman, I'm a queer woman, and I'm a Nigerian woman living in Nigeria. I feel like once I say all those things together, it kind of gives you an inkling into who I am because those are like the core parts of my identity, right? Next, we're going in with primer, and I really like this one. It's from Avor, and I'm gonna be using it to like all over my face to prime my face, make sure that everything sits nicely. Zim, that's my brother. What did you say about my brother? Okay, we're primed and ready to go. Let me just quickly moisturize my lips. I'm using this one from Topicals. This lip gloss has seen a lot. First thing I'll be doing is my brows because they are blonde. I don't want to stress too much, so I'm gonna do them first so that I can carve them out with my foundation, which I'll do next after my brows. I'm going in with this palette. Is from Zikel and Golibe, and this is what it looks like. I like it because it's a very versatile palette, and really it has a lot of things inside that you can actually use for different things. We're talking about 26 things that I have learned as a woman who just turned 26. These things apply to, I feel like they apply, is really a learning curve for everybody. If you are below 26, these are things that you should know. Or if if you're just younger than 26, these are life lessons that you can keep with you to go around your day, go around your life. It will help you navigate life easier, right? So number one of those things is that life is a process. You have to be able to go through life. If you are one of those people that feel like you are looking for a shortcut to everything, you want something that make it easier, you don't want to pass through the long process, you feel like it's too hectic, it's too much, you are going to feel alive woefully, because life is a process. Everything is a process. You have to understand that your life will crumble and you be able to put it back together. You'll be able to like fuse everything back together because of the lessons that life give you. So nothing about it is easy, right? There are sometimes you're going to be extremely happy, and then sometimes you're going to be extremely sad. Sometimes you're going to be extremely depressed. But life is a process. There's time for everything, right? Every season, there's time for every season. There's time for crying, there's time for joy. Just like the Bible says, and don't even hold me to that. I'm not even like a staunch Christian like that. The idea of life is to build you up and break you down. Sometimes the process is going to be hard and long, and sometimes it's going to be easy. But if you're a diligent person, you're consistent in whatever you're doing, life will work out for you just fine. That's like one of the things that I have had to learn recently. We're meant to have bad and good days, and that's okay. Do you understand? So my brows are semi done. I'm going to go in with this wipe to clean the excess before I go in to set it. This will help me to really carve it out the way I want before I go into conceal with my foundation. So the second lesson I have learned, this one is about money. You need to learn to not be attached to money. And I say this to everybody from every kind of background, whether you are rich, whether you're poor, whether you are middle class. You need to learn to not be attached to money. The more you let money go, the more it comes back to you tenfold. And this one is something that has happened to me. Like, this is something that I am distinctly aware of because I have that experience with money. Once you are able to really let money go, and I don't mean, when I say let money go, I don't mean spending like you're spending like frivolously or something like that. I mean, let money go in the sense that you're investing into yourself. Do you get? When you are able to invest fully into yourself as an artist, as a creative, as a person, as a business owner, with the money, letting it go, spending it on things that you know are important, promise you, darling, the money is gonna come back, and it's gonna come back in tenfold. I feel like it should be pretty known. Like, when you spend money and you spend it wisely and you invest it into something that makes sense, the return would be so amazing for you that you'll be really shocked, right? I feel like this should be a pretty well known knowledge. Is it? Let me know in the comment section if it's not a pretty well known knowledge. Okay, I think I have my brows where I want them right now. We're heading into the foundation territory. So I'm using this foundation. It's from Avo Beauty. It's in Nigerian brand. I love it because it's so hydrating, moisturizing, and lightweight but also creamy, and that's exactly the kind of foundation I love. Yeah, so I'm going to use like a brush like this, flat brush like this, to put that all over my face, and then I'll use a brush to blend. I'm using this brush to blend. Going in to number 3, another life lesson I've really learned, especially as someone who is a public figure. People know me, people recognize me on the road these days. I could be on top bike and somebody will shout my name, Chief Alex, and I'll be like, what, like, people recognize me a lot. One thing that I've had to learn is that people will hate you, people will love you. Not everybody will like you, not everybody will love you, and that's okay. You have to really prepare for the worst and the best when it comes to the way people act towards you. Not everybody can like you. It's literally not possible. Some of them are jealous. Some of them don't just like your attitude. Some people you meet under the wrong circumstances, you don't click. You don't find something that you have in common. You don't click well. The person, or maybe the person thinks you have an attitude. You understand? And then people hate you for no good reason. You find that and be like, oh my God, why does this person hate me? Oh my God, like, get over yourself. People hate, people are gonna hate you, people are gonna love you, most especially if you are someone who is in the public eye, right? You're someone who, like, interacts with a lot of people, you're someone who is known by a lot of people, you're a celebrity or something like that, you're definitely gonna have even more haters. Like, that's how you actually are able to measure the how big you are, by the amount of haters you have. If you have a lot of haters, then obviously you're doing something really wrong or really right. And that's how you know you're a celebrity. Do you understand? My foundation application is going so beautifully well. I prefer to use a darker foundation when it comes to my base, because my neck, as you can see, is really dark while my face is way lighter than it's supposed to be. If I use the foundation that was like my shade, my face color, I would be putting myself in a lot of trouble by doing that. So we're going to also use the foundation to kind of, I just realized I did not set. Damn it. I'm supposed to set this brows before applying powder. Oh my God. I totally forgot. Let me just finish this and then I'll set it. Time after time. I feel like the difference that the foundation makes is so crazy. Right now we're going in to set our brows because I told you guys that we have to set it. Picking a brush from here. I think I want a flat brush, flat dense brush. So let's use this one. I'm going to go in with this setting powder I have. Is very old, it's almost done, and I think is Sacha Buttercup. Whatever happened to Sacha Buttercup, by the way? Does anybody know? While I'm setting my brows, I'm going to go into the fourth thing on the list. Number 4 is something I have serious, like, I have serious experience with. Friendship don't last. Friendships don't last. No friendship is permanent. You have to be, I don't think anyone has been through as much friendship heartbreaks as I have. Maybe I'm just a bad person. Maybe I'm just a bad person, or maybe I just don't know how to make good friends. I really don't know. But I've been through so many friendship breakups, so many people that I get super 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 close to, and then something happens and the friendship is gone. Like, the friendship is dead and buried. Dead and buried, I mean that. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video, because I feel like I've been through so much, but I don't know if I want my business out like that. I don't know if I want my business out there like that, because some of these people that I'm no longer friends with are people who are known, or, just even may find me by mistake, or may find this video by mistake. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Life lesson number 4 is no friendship is permanent, baby. Like, there are so many commas, so many cues, so many full stop when it comes to friendship. No friendship is permanent, and when you know that, you will know peace. Now that our brows are done, we're actually going to go in to finish the rest of my base. I only do these brows before concealer method when I am doing these blonde brows specifically. I don't really do it when I'm doing like normal dark brown brows that I usually do. I'm mixing, this is the concealer I'm using, by the way. It's from Avon. I'm mixing it with what is left of the foundation that I put initially on my hand, and then I'm going to use it for my first concealing. I feel like, is that really concealer? The difference between that and my skin tone is not really much. There's a lot of breeze today and I love it so much. I'm not even complaining at all. So I'm going to go in and blend this first using a beauty blender. It's damp. I'll pat it on my hand first to make sure that some of the product gets here, so that it won't lift the product from my face. So for the next life lesson, nobody in this world, not even your parents, have the right to dictate what you can and cannot do. Now, this is for people who are adults, right? If you're a child, if you're below like 25, you live in Nigeria and you're living with your parents, this does not apply to you. This does not apply to you because they are the one feeding you, they're the one clothing you, they're the one housing you. You have to respect them and you have to do what they say. If you are someone who is looking to get independence from your parents, then in many ways you are an adult. Now, I'm not saying that you should not listen to your parents. There are some people who their parents kind of bring them down. There are some people who they need their independence to grow. Just like me, I needed my independence to grow. So even though my parents wanted different things for me, I also had different plans for my life. So I felt like I needed to break away. I still did, don't get me wrong, I still listen to my mom. My mom still tells me, even as I am living in my own house, this woman will call me and tell me, oh, she didn't like this thing I posted, though. But because I have my independence, it's not usually in a commanding tone as it used to be. Do you understand? It's now more like a suggestion. That's what independence will do for you. If you remember at the beginning of this video, I said I am a queer woman. So that means I don't naturally get involved with men. I didn't want to talk about men. I didn't want to talk about anything to do with men in this video. But some of my audience are still very much street people. So I'm gonna say this. Number 6 is stay away from men. My life lesson number 6 is stay away from men. Men are destroyers. Men are, how do I put this without sounding rude and like a man hater? But you know what? I am a man hater. I really will agree with that. I'm a staunch feminist. If you did not know that, well, now you should know, right? So if a girl comes to me with man problems, I'm gonna tell her you should not even be having this problem. They're too young. Men are destroyers, and that is really what I believe they are. So I will tell you, stay away from them. They are part of this world, and we need them to survive. Learn to decenter men. I don't think a lot of people understand what it means to decenter men. So I'm going to take a minute to actually explain what I mean when I say decenter men, right? Have you ever had a thing that you wanted to do, but you wanted to do it because you wanted to impress a man, or you wanted to do it because your husband said so, or your husband said, oh, he likes this thing. He didn't say you should do it, too, but now you want to do it not because you like it, not because you want it, right? Not because you think like it's good for you, but because of a man mentioned it to you. Do you ever like do those things? Do you want to look good for a man? We all want to look good for somebody, right? But you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for a man. If all these things I mentioned is something that you have done in your life, and which I know a lot of people do, then it means that men continue to be the center of your existence. So when we say the center men, we mean that you need to learn to want things, like things, love things, and do things for yourself. First and foremost, every single time, not for a man. Do you understand? I don't care if that man is your husband. I don't care if that man is your father. If you don't like it, if you hate it, why are you doing it? For me, that is what decentering men looks like. It means owning up to the idea that, oh, you've been doing these things and you've been trying to achieve these things, but you've been trying to do them because of a man. You want to be able to put yourself first instead of putting a man first. That's what decentering men is. Ladies, so I hope you decenter men. If you are below 25 and a man is a focal point of your life, girl, you are doing it wrong. You need to decenter men. Okay, moving on. My next one would be learn to fight for yourself, especially if you are a woman living in Nigeria. Nigeria, I believe, has a femicide problem. I don't know, we just hate women. When we see women thriving, surviving, it becomes a problem, and it happens all the time. I see this happening all the time. As a woman, you need to learn to fight for yourself, man. I cannot say this enough. When you see something you don't like it, speak up. Speak up, especially if you're a young woman and you know what people like to say, oh, she's young, she doesn't know anything. You know what you want. That's a lie. They tell you that you don't know anything. Oh, you're young, what do you know? It's a lie. You know what you want, you know what you deserve, you know the things that you like to do. So yes, if you see something you don't like, or if you see something around you happening that affects you, make sure that you're fighting for yourself. Don't have any regret to say, oh, you didn't fight for yourself, you didn't speak up at this time, at this moment, because you're gonna end up regretting it. If you are in a situation where you don't like something or something is not working out the way you want it to be, and you see somebody that is actively like trying to make sure that that thing doesn't work out for you, speak up, fight for yourself. It's so important that we fight for ourselves. Moving on, to never let anybody look down on you. Okay, I don't care if you come from a poor background, come from a rich background. Never let anybody look down on you. First of all, people that look down on people, are you actually mad? Are you actually crazy? Like, what is wrong with you? But you that is allowing somebody to look down on you, you are to blame, because why are you letting that happen to you? You're a human being created in his image and his likeness, just like every other person. So you should not allow anybody to look down on you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it in the long run. It's not worth it for you, for your mental health, for the space you want to be in. Like, it's not worth it in any way. Okay. We are now entering into powder territory. Powdering. Now, number one, I said life is a process, right? And the process must happen to you. You must go through the process. Number 10 is life is a process, but make sure that you enjoy the process. Now, as much as life will be dealing you harsh blows, and I know it's not easy, if you wait with faith and you actually enjoy the things that you've been given, you enjoy the process, you enjoy you and be grateful for it, right? You're not only enjoying the process, but you're being grateful for where you are right now. I promise you, it will get better. You need to learn to enjoy the process fully and bask in it in every season that you are. Enjoy the process, bask in it, right? So yeah, we're going into powder, and I'm just powdering everywhere. I actually really like talking to the camera, right? I'm doing my makeup. I really like it. So I hope that I am able to stay consistent, because I want to stay consistent, right? I just know that I will, because I've been loving like talking to the camera even on Instagram and on TikTok, right? I've been loving these talking videos. And honestly, they do well sometimes. They do well. So two birds with one stone, right? It does well, and I love it. So number 11 is make sure that every mistake you make, you never make it again. So when people said make every mistake a learning curve, they were not joking. Or like, in this world, if you make a mistake, make sure that you never make a mistake again. Never make that mistake again, that same mistake, because you've made it right. Now don't sulk over it. There's no need crying over spilled milk, right? If you make a mistake, make sure that you are picking lessons and nothing else from that mistake. Don't pick regrets. Just pick your lessons and move on with your life, right? Because everybody makes mistakes. But see, now when you go back to doing it like once, twice, same mistake again and again and again, life lesson number 12 is you have to understand that your body is not the enemy. I know, this is crazy to say this, right? But your body is not the enemy. Your body has never been the enemy. Society is the enemy for telling you to hate your body. And I hope that really sinks in. Life lesson number 13 is that confidence will get you farther than skills would ever do. There are people who are confident but they don't have the skill, and they get paid for whatever it is, whether it's a job, whether it is because they are so confident, they get paid. Confidence is so important, even more than the skill. I believe that confidence is a skill in and of itself. So yeah, make sure that you work on your confidence, because it will help you in the long run. Now, I feel like I've indirectly mentioned this one before. As a woman, you should be putting yourself first. Is what mentioning again and again and again and again and again, because in this world you come last. So imagine coming last in the world and then not putting yourself first. Does that make sense? Exactly. It doesn't. So you have to put yourself first. Number 15 is I don't believe women should have children until they're over 30 years old, because the world urges women to grow fast. women actually end up growing faster than their male counterparts. We never have time to actually live our lives, actually enjoy our lives. When you have the choice to give birth, I believe you should wait till you're over 30. Enjoy your life. Because to be honest, the job of a mother literally never ends. And you need to understand what you're getting into before you actually get. Look at this. Did you see that one? You people see that child. What are you doing? And why are you wearing my shoe? Zim, go away. Close the door. I'm not even his mother. Oh. I'm not his mother. And the job is never ending for me. I'm just his elder sister. But do you see what I have to deal with? You will not go and give birth at 21 years old. You like why? Why? For what reason? If you're not 30, don't give birth. If I get over when you're over 30, then you can decide if you want to have children or if you don't want to have children. Me, I say don't have children. But you know, the eyeliner is from Cody Cosmetics. Number 16 is softness is not a weakness. The word literally makes us feel like being soft is weak. And it's really not. Don't let this word harden you. Be soft. You can be soft and still be very strong. You can be soft and still achieve everything you want to achieve. You can be soft and still be the head of something. Number 17 is boundaries, right? Let's talk about boundaries, especially as women. I feel like boundaries is something that is so important for young women under 26 to have. Boundaries in everything, with your friends, in your relationships. This one is a situation like this because I don't think that I even have boundaries. Well, I don't think I respect other people's boundaries. I think that just in my relationship, I don't think we have boundaries. I like to know everything. I like to be with her and everything. So but that's okay, right? Because she as well, we don't have boundaries with each other, and that's okay. It was set that way by us. But for you that I'm talking to you, you need boundaries, especially as a woman below 26-year-old. You need to set your boundaries with everybody, especially in your relationship, because I feel like for straight women, men don't respect boundaries. Men just do what they like. So make sure that your boundaries are enforced and that you are reinforcing them anytime that you need to. Number 18 is about healing. A lot of people think that healing is just like easy, right? Like it's just 1, 2, 3, you're healed. But it's really not like that. You know, it's not linear. Healing is not straightforward. It's not just one straight line. Oh, you go from here, you're healed. I feel like it takes time. It's something that takes like a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of you choosing to go on with your life regardless and in spite of whatever you're healing from. Take your time. Eventually you find yourself in a place where you can move on or just remember fondly if you cannot move on. Number 19 is comparison. Now, this one, I am a defaulter in this one because I tend to compare myself with others a lot, actually. Something I'm realizing at 26 is that it gets you nowhere. It's one of those things that is literally a thief of your joy because you spend hours comparing yourself to this person, wishing you could be like this person, instead of actually doing the things that would make you better than the person, right? There's no need comparing yourself with others because growth for everybody looks a different way. Growth looks different for every single person on earth, and you and that person cannot grow at the same rates, in the same width, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, comparison is a thief of joy. Don't compare yourself to others. We have about 7 left. Let's finish this makeup. I think it's coming together so good. I added some rhinestones here, just one actually. I added some glitters. The smoky eye is done. I blended my under eyeshadow with black. Now I'm gonna take off the powder, excess powder, and then go finish the face and do the lips. We are moving on to number 20, and number 20 is something that I relate to. Like it's an advice that I should take, right? Because I know it, and it's basically about rest, right? Your body is not a machine, and some people don't realize this. They're hustling, you're hustling, you're hustling, you're hustling. You're not giving yourself any time to rest. You're not giving yourself any time to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor, which makes everything you're doing all in vain. You need to learn when to rest, when to pick up yourself, when to get back to work. Learning when to rest is literally going to save you. Knowing when to give yourself a break. Time out. time out. Okay. Number 21 is romance. You guys, are you romanticizing your life? Right? Like, are you enjoying the little things? Are you wearing that dress that you bought that you said you were gonna wear, but you became too shy to wear it, or you felt like your body didn't look good in it? Like, you need to learn to romanticize your life because no one's gonna do it for you. Okay? Yeah. So learn to romanticize your life, wear that dress, buy that candle, light that candle, have a bubble bath, do all the things that society says you should not do. Going in with this certain spray from Carite. This brand, honestly, I'm very confused about it, man. Is this a real brand, this Carite, or is it just like what is it? Because I don't even think they have like social media presence or anything. You just go to market and you see them their products in the Malan shop. Okay, number 22 is, okay, I feel like this one is a repetition of one I already said before, but you really don't have to be strong all the time. You need to let yourself be held, let yourself experience softness, from your friend, from your partner, from your family. This one is a shout out to all my firstborn daughters as well, because we're always trying to be the strong girl, leader of the family, blah 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 blah. But like, be soft, let somebody hug you. Yeah. Other side, give it all to a giant fan for a giant girl. This makeup is stunning, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so let's get into the lips. Number 23. Sometimes when we get rejected, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's anything red and we get rejected, we feel like, oh, it's the end of the world. But the truth is that sometimes rejection is actually God's way of telling you this is not meant for you. You be rejected, and then another door will open for you, like you better than you could have ever imagined. That kind of better. Sometimes rejection is a sign that better things are coming, that this thing was never for you in the first place. Number 24 is about intuition. You guys, every time that I have not listened to myself in regards to like a situation or anything, it always comes out really bad. Lining my lips and speaking is so hard. Something that they call sixth sense, right? And intuition, I believe that your intuition is your sixth sense, because it just guides you and gives you hints, when something is about to go wrong sometimes, or when you should not be doing this thing, or even like avoiding a person. Sometimes you want to do something and then something will happen that will delay you from doing that, and then when you get to actually when you go to do that thing, you see that, oh, something happened here, it really was all for your benefit. So sometimes listen to your intuition, because she knows best. Number 25 is about reinvention. I feel like, especially as women, when you pin yourself down to one thing, it gets so hard, and you find yourself not making progress in that thing. So you need to remember that you should be able to reinvent yourself anytime you want. Don't let anybody hold you hostage because of one trait, one attribute, because of your past, because of something you did before. You are free to reinvent yourself as many times as you want, because it's your life, basically. Yeah. Guys, what do you think of my lip? And the last but not the least, number 26. Number 26 is, I hope you know that you are ready now. Sometimes when we want to achieve something, we feel like, oh, we don't have enough skills, we don't have enough equipment, and we don't have skill sets. Yeah, and it's not true, because the way you are right now, you're actually ready, you're actually prepared. You just have to go for it. And that is the final of my 26 lessons from a woman over 26-year-old. This is my final makeup look. I'm gonna go get dressed and then come back to show you the final look. But yeah, this is what we're looking like so far. Let me know what you guys think. I absolutely love this look, hands down. And I tried a chocolate lip as well, which I would not usually do, but I think it looks okay. I'll be back. And this is my final look, guys. What do you think? I think I absolutely devoured this look. I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for watching. If you got to this juncture, Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a hell of a long video, but I thought it was all worth it to be able to learn these 26 things, especially if you are someone that is younger than I am. Thank you for spending a bit of my birthday with me, because the whole week is my birthday. You know, I haven't done my birthday dinner, so I'm super excited about that as well. If you got to this juncture, can you leave me a brown heart in the comment section so I know that you are a real OG? Okay, leave me a brown heart in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course hit that bell to be notified whenever I post a new video on my channel. Remember, videos are going to be posted, long form videos are going to be posted every Saturday, while you will be getting a short from me every day, or maybe even twice a day. Until next time, stay soft, stay loud, and stay true to you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.